All right, so let's go down the list. The top 10 players in the NBA today. All right, so let's walk through this thing, number 10 through 1. Now, the criteria is simple. They're my top 10. So if you don't like what you see, don't like what you hear, feel free to comment below on YouTube. Tweet me at David J. Brickley. But here are my top 10 players in the 2012-13 season. About 20 or so games left in the regular season. Here are my top 10. Number 10, Kyrie Irving. All-Star Weekend. Watch it. Learn it. That's all I got to say. Number 9, Stephon Curry. What do you score? Like 54 points against the Knicks the other day. The dude has probably played in his dad's shadow for years. And now people don't even realize he's Del Curry's son. He's actually made a name for himself. More importantly, he's made the Golden State Warriors relevant once again. Number 8, Dwayne Wade. You may think he's a little low on my list. Now, standing in at number 8, Dwayne Wade. Injuries and age, I think, have dropped him down this list. He's obviously settled into that number 2 position in Miami. LeBron James clearly the number 1 option. So if Dwayne Wade was playing for the Bobcats, he may be, dropping 35 a game. I don't know. But this point in time, Dwayne Wade at number 8. Number 7, Russell Westbrook. Now, when I think Westbrook, I think of a dude that just has absolute insane explosiveness. I think of a guy that punches the air so hard that he's going to dislocate his shoulder. I also think of a guy that has an absolute horrendous wardrobe. He's a terrible dresser. I don't like his attitude with the media or with his teammates sometimes. That has absolutely nothing to do with his on-court performance, so he makes my top 10, settling in at number 7. Number 6, a San Antonio Spur, Tony Parker. The dude's a point guard. He's shooting 53% from the field. I don't know if people understand how insane that is at the point guard position. He's been leaned on more to score this year for the Spurs. He's averaging 21 points per. That's his second highest in his career. Number 5, Carmelo Anthony. Now, we all know him as a cold-blooded scorer. He still has issues on defense, but I think he's really turned the corner this year. The Knicks started 18-5. At that point in time, he was no doubt the league's MVP. He's dropped down the list a little bit, but Carmelo Anthony playing a career year, and he makes my list at number 5. Number 4, I don't need to dive too much into. Everybody loves CP3, right? Everybody has respect, whether you're a Clipper fan or not, of Chris Paul. He's clutch. He does whatever it takes to win, whether it's passing, scoring, getting his teammates involved. He gets, he's just a smart basketball. They always say, high IQ, but Chris Paul, no doubt, number 4. Number 3 may be somewhat surprising. You may think I have him a little high, but number 3 is Kobe Bryant. Now, I'm a big Kobe fan, but, he's 34 years old. All his averages are above his career averages, 27.4 points, 47% from the field, averaging 6 assists and 5 boards. To do this at his age, to be a top 3 player in the league at 34, to lead the league in minutes, don't get me wrong, it's absolutely insane. He's not number 1 on my list. He's number 3. And I think if the Lakers are playing halfway decent, he may be a little higher on this list. Number 2, I know for a fact, will be Kevin Durant. He leads the league in scoring at 28.6 points per game. He shoots 50% from the field, 40% from beyond the arc, 90% from the charity stripe. The guy's 6'9", 235. He could drive, he could pull up. You all know, if you're an NBA fan, about Kevin Durant. He's an absolute killer. And number 1, a guy who's playing on a totally different stratosphere, on a whole nother planet, LeBron James. We know him as a walking triple-double, 6'8", 250, 27.8 points per game, 8 boards, 7 assists, 56% from the field, 40% from beyond the arc. LeBron James, you got to tip your hat to him, whether you like him, whether you love him, whether you hate him. LeBron James right now in the 2012-13 season, 60 or so games, LeBron James is undoubtedly the league's best player. So what do you guys think? If you agree with the list, you don't agree with the list, either way, make sure you comment below, like this video, and of course, subscribe to our channel. My name is David Brickley, STNTV.
Hey, before you go anywhere, you gotta click on this video right down here. It's the top 10 highest paid NBA players, and it's absolute gold from David Brickley.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm in it, it has to be great, right, Jason? But also the top 10 Sports Illustrated models of all time. Of all time? You know you gotta click
have
that.
anything to
You
do
know
with
you
that,
gotta
but
click
I will
that.
say, I think we can agree they do need to subscribe, which they can see the button
Absolutely.
right now.
Top sports news all week, every week. STNTV, subscribe.